Oh, hey, how you doing, man? Time to get your strumming all straightened out there. This is more of a strumming lesson for a beginner or somebody that is struggling with their strumming. It's some hints to how to get a better strum. Seems that there's a lot of you out there that are struggling away at that. So let's see if we can't fix that problem a little bit for you. I'm going to use 4 chords. It's good to just take a few chords that you know, even one chord at first, and just practice getting a good tone with your pick out of the one chord. I'm going to use 3 or 4 chords: G major, E minor, C major, and D major. But this chord strum could be applied to any chord progression. I've just picked this because it's really standard and it's a place to start. You'll notice that I use a very, very thick pick. This is like, I don't know, 3.5, 4 mil pick. But I can strum fast, and I'm not beating on my strings and trashing it. That's the secret. A light touch with the pick. I don't like using thin picks because I like to dig in to play my single note lines. As you can see, I like to play that over top of my chord strum. So when I'm doing that, I have to dig in for my single notes and then relax for the strumming part. There's no reason why you can't get a good tone out of a thick pick. It's more technique and relaxing the right hand. For example, when I pick, or when I strum down, my pick is pointing more up towards me. About a 45, I would say, roughly. I look at it like brushing the strings, You're brushing the strings with the pick. So that should just kind of bounce over the strings. Same with your upstroke. Your upstroke's the reverse. Now my pick's pointing at a 45 towards the floor. So there's no reason why you can't get a good sounding strum from a thick pick. It's just a technique thing. Also, you'll notice like everybody has a slightly different pick style. My pick style, I hold it at a slight tilt of 45. A tilt that's facing me more like, if your pick was straight on at a 90 degree, it wouldn't be the same. It's like almost like my pick is facing me square on if I was to look down on it where my guitar is right now. So I've got a slight twist to the pick so that I wear the edges not evenly but uneven at about a 45 approximately. And that also helps me getting a nice smooth strum with a thick pick. Now, one of the first things you want to do is, if you don't know your chords very well, that's going to present a problem right away. You have to first get the chords clear. So the first step for somebody that's struggling with their strumming is know a set of chords, or a few, like one chord progression, really good, and then develop your strum through that. And then of course it'll transfer to any other song you need to play. The first thing I would suggest is learn to strum on time, like use a metronome or a click track or a drum machine or something that keeps time. And the first thing I do is I get my strum down so that it's right on the beat of each one. So in this case, I'm going to go G, E minor, C, and D, which is a really popular chord progression. It's 1, 6, 4, and 5 out of G major. And I'm going to just put the strums down. I'm going to pick a moderate tempo like 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm just going to lay down a down strum on each first change, right? Like on the first beat of each bar of each change. The trick is to get your timing down so you're right on top of the beat. So we'll start again. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The strumming is legato, meaning that you hold the chord as long as you can, and that's part of the technique practice you need here. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now when you got that down, now add an upstroke on your third beat of the bar like this. You go, now, words of warning with beginners, they always seem to want to go for the top strings and they're always strumming down, right? When you're strumming, you got to strum all the strings that are included in your chord. For example, in a G major chord, it's all 6 strings. I don't want to hear this. I want to hear the full range of the chord, right? I want to hear all 6 strings. Same with this. With the C chord, it's going to, if you play the C chord without the G bass, I personally prefer all 6 strings because it gives me a richer sound, but sometimes that G bass note isn't needed. But if you're playing a regular C like that, then you have to strum from the 5th string. Because if you play the open E, listen, yuck, it washes out the chord. It's too low. It's going to overshadow the other chord. It's going to take priority over the rest of the chord and wash it out. The D major is always an issue because a lot of beginner students tend to want to hit those bass strings again, and you hear that E and that A. Listen to that. No good. It's washed out. Your D chord doesn't come out very clean, right? So those are things you have to concentrate on when you're doing the down up. Of course, you have to catch the same strings on your way up as you did on your way down to get a full rich strum. That may not always be the case in all songs, but it is for you to start with to get a nice, smooth action going between your downstroke and your upstroke. Relax, right? So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Sorry, I'll do this again. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, so you're right on top of the beat. Now, once you've got that, my next suggestion is a down strum for the first beat and then a down up for the last 3. And that's counted 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And now, the 2 and 3 and 4 are 8th notes. So the first one's a quarter strum, and that's 1. It's held for the full beat of the bar, right? So you go 1, and then when you get to the 2, it's 2 and 3 and 4, and your upstroke is the and. Now they're twice as fast as quarters. If you go all in quarters, you'd go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I'm going to get you to do this. I'm going to go down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 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 1. You know? Nice and smooth. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 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 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And this time I doubled up on it just for fun to show you that almost any combination of that strum works really good. There's a good start for you right there. Okay? So hang tough. You've got to be patient with yourself and listen to what you're doing and try to practice with some kind of rhythm device. Drum machine, metronome, background track, whatever you got, or even jamming with another person helps. The best bet is some kind of a drum machine or metronome. You have to have a steady beat and you have to concentrate for a little while. Start slow and work your way up. Don't panic. And listen very carefully what you're doing and ask yourself if that sounds good yet. If it doesn't sound good, you're doing something wrong. Analyze your pick where it's sitting on the guitar, how it comes across, and try different thicknesses of picks and see what works for you. Different materials too will work different. Everybody's a little different, to each his own on that one. My personal preference, like I said, is to a thick pick. So all you cowboys and cowgirls out there, rockers and poppers out there, happy strumming. Strum away to your heart's content. Learn to relax. And have fun. And I'm calling Daniel from riffninja.com. Love to hear your comments. I hope this is helping you out, further your education on a great instrument called the guitar. All right, folks, until later.